fielded at the 33. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Duggan. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got room past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And some room to work. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 28 yards. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
To throw is Duggan.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense close.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. On the return, it's Andrew Booth. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Duggan to throw.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Duggan will look to throw this.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Duggan looking to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they'll bring it down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Fields.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe not a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Teamwork. How does this even happen?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 153 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Play action. It's Fields. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Duggan. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing. Duggan.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
Duggan now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Dugan. And it is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Dugan.
Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here comes 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Holt. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's back to throw.
He's got Rager.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football.